Good afternoon, High Point University family. We're here on this extraordinary campus in Cappy Dorm's kitchen. This week is week 9 of Cooking Collaborative, and I am joined by Jason Colonial. He is the guest services manager slash chef at the Farmers Market, doing some great stuff up there. Have some great new additions we'll talk about here in just a little bit. But today we were going to feature the 3-bean chili they have up there. It's one of the favorites, and a little bit of cornbread. We'll give you some ideas how you can spin it and make it your own. I know we've talked about that quite a bit in this lineup and series. And yeah, we're going to make this as fun as possible. You know, it's a rainy couple days around here, has been the past several days, and will continue to be. So this would be a good opportunity to get a hearty chili going, something really good for the family. So
yeah, we couldn't have planned it better with the weather.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. So we're going to get started with the chili. I'm going to go ahead and get my burner cut on here. I'm going to add a little bit of oil and let that get started. So how long have you worked here, Jason?
I've been at High Point University for a little over 5 years now.
Man.
Yeah, well, I kind of worked all over the place, from Point Sports Grill, Silver Line Diner, Slane Cafe, and now up at the Farmers Market.
Yeah.
So, toured the campus.
It's good, man. Get the opportunity to fill in about anywhere, and he's very knowledgeable and understands the dynamics of campus, so we're lucky to have somebody like Jason here. So, all right, we're gonna get started. So we're gonna take our onion, break this guy down. You can use about a half an onion. It says 3/4 of a cup, and that should be about right for what you're looking for, about a half. So this guy crosswise. Go through. All right, so we're gonna let this continue to get hot. This guy is getting warm. So we're gonna go ahead and add our onions to the pan. Got a nice little sizzle going on there. We got our green pepper diced up here. And go ahead and add that guy to the mix. With a couple stirs. And we're gonna sweat these onions and these peppers for probably 3 or 4 minutes. We can caramelize, bring out some of those natural sweet flavors. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add our corn in. Add another couple stirs. Keep that cooking and let these onions get a little bit more on the translucent side. And we'll go ahead and add our beans, tomatoes, and dry spices. So, what kind of upcoming things do you have for this next semester, Jason? I know we've been talking a lot about that, getting the plan together.
Yeah, we've been working a lot here in the downtime and in the summertime, working on new ideas for up at the Farmers Market. One of the new things is going to be our brand new mixology station. It's very exciting. We're taking a lot of in-house made purees and bases and mixing with soda guns, fresh fruits, vegetables, garnishes to make custom cocktails for up at the Farmers Market. So I think it's going to be really exciting. Different seasonal flavors and varieties depending on what's in season. If it's strawberry season, obviously strawberry purees. Peach season, peaches. Even go as far as when we have nice local tomatoes, we can do some kind of tomato basil, soda water drink, something like that.
Yeah, it'd be good. And advertise those farms as much as we can. And that's another thing that we're ramping up a lot more this next year is purchasing locally and really identifying the farms that we're getting our items from. It's something I'm very passionate about. I know a lot of chefs in general are. I know Jason's something he's keen on.
And, another one of the things we're going to try and do this year too is, for all of you constant visitors to the Farmers Market, we have our frozen yogurt machine. This year, in addition to the sweet recipes, we're going to try and mix in a few savory elements to try and switch it up a little bit and keep you guys guessing on flavors we're going to be introducing. So once again, keeping with seasonality with the fall time, like a butternut squash frozen yogurt, beaten honey, a leche.
Right?
Yeah, different flavors. There's a lot of various products that we can use and incorporate into the Farmers Market.
And as always, like any ideas that you guys have that you want to see in these locations, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Like, we're more than happy to accommodate. And as we've talked about with you guys send in your pictures and ideas and things that you want to see us cooking. It goes both ways with our residential halls and our restaurants on campus, and trying to keep it fresh for you, providing the highest level and quality of food, and also your variety. So very important to us as well. So we're gonna go ahead and add our white beans into this mix. Our kidney beans, our black beans, another stir.
Don't be afraid in this recipe too if you want to venture out and try and use dry beans as well.
Yep.
It takes a little more work because you do have to soak and rinse for kind of overnight, almost 8 to 10 hours. But the flavor is outstanding with a fresh reconstituted bean. But if you don't want to do that, canned beans are also a very good option.
Yep, easy option from the grocery store for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and get our tomatoes in there. Smelling good. We'll get our dry seasoning and really get that chili flavor coming out. So, if you wanted to go the route of not doing this with beans and go more on a protein route, you could utilize some of that brisket that was left over potentially from what Jeremy and Mr. Merrick were putting together last week, and chop some of that up, put it in here, make it a little heartier from a protein standpoint. But you're definitely getting all your body's needs out of these beans with complete protein. So we go ahead and add our cumin, our chili powder, our pepper. I'm gonna go just a couple pinches of salt to get it started, and then we'll finish with some salt in the end. So, and there we go. So we're gonna cut this down and let this guy simmer. We check it here in just a few minutes. Make sure all these lovely juices are coming out. The flavor profile is going to be great. And while we're waiting on this chili to simmer down, we'll get started on our cornbread.
Yeah, guys, so we'll start off with the cornbread. We got our bowl here. So we're going to start off with our dry ingredients. So we're going to add our cornmeal. We're going to add our flour. We're going to add sugar. We're going to add baking powder and just a little pinch of salt. And then what I like to do is give it a short little whisk just to combine all the dry ingredients before we start adding our wet to it. So just give it a quick little stir up, get them all working together, break up any kind of clumps the flour might have. And we are using King Arthur 00 flour, which is a great product to use. And then next what we're going to do is add our wet ingredients, which is our milk. We're going to use oil. And then crack 1 egg. And then we just whisk this all together till it comes together in a nice thick consistency. You want to be careful not to add too much milk because if it becomes too runny, it won't set up the way you want it to in the pan once you put it in the oven. So whisk, get everything going together.
It's a great recipe to modify as well. Caramelized onions, we can cut some fresh corn to throw in there. We're gonna keep
jalapenos, add some fresh honey to it, make it a little sweeter if you want.
Cheddar cheese, any kind of cheese really. We said before,
it's a very versatile recipe to customize and make your own dessert.
Grab your pan for you real quick.
Thank you. And you want to have your oven preheated to 400 degrees. And then you can use a round pan, you can use a square pan, but you want to make sure it's oiled up nice. So you can, once everything's mixed together, pour it into our nice pan. Get everything in there. Once we've got everything inside of our pan, I'm going to kind of squish it around and get it leveled out. But once your oven's preheated, just throw it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes.
what you're gonna look for is it's gonna rise a little bit. When he goes to check it, we'll stick a toothpick into it, make sure the toothpick comes out clean. Very similar to the cake making process. When that toothpick comes out clean, you know you bake all the way through, you're not gonna be soggy, no problems there. So, all right, so we've gotten our chili pretty much reduced to about half. There was quite a bit of liquid that's in this. I mean, that's one thing that you'll notice is this recipe doesn't have any stock or water added to it. The tomatoes tend to cook down quite a bit, and you get a lot of moisture from those. You can also use a diced canned tomato. I think that's what we highlighted in the recipe, but fresh, pull it out of your garden, utilize it while you can when it's fresh.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that you can't speak to that enough. So, like I said, we've got it reduced down. And I think our cornbread is probably about there. If you want to go get that out,
Let me check real quick. And it looks complete. Grab this out.
I'm good to go. Nice and toasty.
Nice brown top. Not burnt, nice golden brown top. So we'll just cut into this. It's about my size piece of cornbread.
So it was always a dessert for my grandfather. He always threw cornbread in with a splash of butter.
Oh, my grandmother does the same thing.
That was just something I used to grow up with my grandfather doing that.
Pull this out.
Nice. And I'll get started bowling up some of our chili here.
Like I said too, like you can add all sorts of special ingredients to this cornbread to make it your own. Fresh corn kernels, like Chef Brandon said, the caramelized onion, jalapeno, shredded cheddar cheese, all that stuff. When you cut into it, you'll see it popping out. But we just wanted to make a general plain cornbread, and that way you at home can customize it, make it your own, and have fun with it. Don't be afraid to try different combinations. Sometimes when you play around at home, the best flavors happen.
All right, so we got some sour cream, some shredded cheddar cheese, some green onion. Once again, make it your own. Want some fresh jalapenos, maybe pico de gallo on there.
Some tortilla chips.
Guacamole. It's like, you know, none of those options are a bad option. It's as we've preached during this entire cooking collaborative series. You know, please make sure that you're turning this into something the entire family will enjoy, and an easy enough dish that you guys can put together with the kids. We'll drop the sour cream on there. Some fresh green onions. And you have our dish here. Fresh cornbread. And there you go. There you have it. The 3-bean chili from the farmer's market. I think we need to give this guy a shot. There you are, sir.
Thank you. This is going to taste great, especially with everything mixed in.
It is warm too.
I didn't blow on it. Oh, it would blow on it, it would burn your mouth. Very good.
Great. Thanks again for joining us this week. We miss you. We are getting excited as we ramp up our production for summer school coming in the next several weeks. Have a couple different options rolling out as far as new concepts. A great Caribbean themed concept going into Village Grill. We're really excited about that. Fresh made empanadas, jerk chicken, some mojo varieties of marinades within certain things.
Very exciting menu.
Yeah, it's going to be a cool menu, as well as, you know, what Jason's looking at from some of the new and exciting things coming to the farmers market. Cap is in the same boat. How we personalize it, make it for you, feed you safely. So thanks again for joining us this week. Next week we will be coming out with our final for the summer session, looking at doing some sweets. So be on the lookout for a highlight reel coming up for that and what we'll be producing. Once again, please get some pictures to us. We love seeing what you guys are making at the house, how these recipes are turning out for you. Great rainy day food that we got going for you. Thanks again for joining us. We appreciate it. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you guys.